Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to discuss mining. So, there are a couple of types of mining, and believe me, you're going to get a lot out of this video. There is FPGA mining, GPU mining, ASIC mining, and nowadays, the latest one is hard disk mining. The point about mining is it's not profitable anymore. At this date, the mining is very less profitable. For example, I would start eliminating what is profitable and what is not, right? So, number one thing that is not profitable is FPGA mining. FPGA mining is not profitable. Second, you have to program it, so it's another park. It's another ball at all. So FPGA are nowadays out of the question. Now let's start with ASICs. ASICs, unless you have the latest ASIC just came out, you are not winning the game. Not anytime soon anyway. Because if you have an old ASIC, the profitability is not there anymore. So that is the game, you see. They want you to buy these useless machines that they say it'll make money, but apparently it doesn't. When you buy a ASIC, for example, nowadays, and let's say you have an older model, it's not worth it. Okay, let's say you buy the latest model, but it'll be too expensive. See, the point that you want to make sure is that you want to ROI on time, right? So return on investment. So, for example, if you buy an ASIC for £1,000, I think they're for more than that. They're going for more than that nowadays. So if you buy an ASIC for £1,000, you want to get return on investments. So if it takes you an year or 2 years to get return on investments, and by that time it becomes obsolete, that ASIC, and it starts making less money than you originally expected, and the markets are very volatile, so they keep moving all the time. You're not making a lot of money, are you? You just like kind of, you're a pawn in their game. It's like they are telling you, buy this machine, it'll make you money, and it is at the moment. And then you go like, okay, I'll go buy it, and then you pay them a lot of money, and then you buy this ASIC. You sit at home, mining all day long, paying your electricity bill, and at the end of the day, as soon as the price of the ASIC's done, you got back the price of the ASICs, it's not valid anymore. It's not making as much money anymore. And then that is a strange thing, you see, because the only way you're going to make money is if you can find all these ASICs and GPUs and all in a lower amount, for like at least repetitive price. Not more than that, not double, triple, because you're not going to make that money. Now, hard disk mining, the most famous one is Chia nowadays. Okay, so Chia mining is coming really famous nowadays. It's not worth it. Not at the moment. Okay, at the moment it's not worth it. Okay, because Chia network is growing exponentially, and you're not going to make any money out of it unless you have servers full of hard disks and I don't know, you got loads of space and everything. You're not going to make any money because everybody is jumping on it. Okay, got, I don't know how big Chia network is. I'll put a signboard here saying how big it is. But the amount of people that are on Chia network, I don't see how you're going to make money with 10 terabytes or 20 terabytes. I don't know, you even have to have like 100 terabytes just to be in the game. I mean, unless you have 100 terabytes, okay, you please do not expect to make money unless you have at least 100 terabytes, and that too, there is no shorty. Okay, so by the time Chia requires plotting, right? So by the time you end up plotting, I mean, it takes a lot of time plotting, right? So it takes most of your time plotting. Okay, so by the time you finish plotting 20 terabytes, 50 terabytes, 100 terabytes, the network's long gone. Okay, the network is long gone. Okay, people have hundreds and thousands of people with hundreds and thousands of petabytes of data have joined, and then you're not making any money. And I don't see what you're going to do without making money. I mean, the whole point of us being here is making money. So if you're not making money, then what's the point? Because they just want to sell their hard disks, and they want you to buy it because nobody's bloody buying it, is it? So hard disk, buy a hard disk, and especially without the pools, eh? Even with the pools, I don't think it'll be profitable. But without the pool, you're not making any money. So hard disk mining out of the way, FPGA out of the way, ASICs, don't even go that route, okay? Because, like, for example, let's say you have Ethereum miners, right? Ethereum ASIC miners, and somewhere down the line, Ethereum is going to 2.0, right? So as soon as Ethereum 2.0 comes out, you cannot mine Ethereum anymore. Then what exactly are you going to do with this ASIC of yours? You see? And Bitcoin mining is out of the question because, unless you have, I don't know, 10 ASIC miners, and the latest one at that, okay, you're not going anywhere with Bitcoin mining because the difficulty has risen too much. And people, I mean, this is the people you're competing with, people with warehouses full of ASICs. And if you're sitting at home having one or two ASICs, then I don't see how you're making money out of it. So ASICs out of the way. Okay, now the only thing that is going to make you money is graphics cards, right? So how are graphics cards going to make you more money than ASICs? Okay, number one, okay, graphics card have resale value. Okay, so if, for example, let's say bitcoins and all these cryptocurrencies go out of commission, right? They're not mineable anymore, or they were a fraud, or let's say you're not making any money out of it, you just sell your graphics card, because even though it cannot mine anymore, it's still a graphics card. Okay, and people still want it for gaming. Okay, so it still holds value. However, in case of ASICs, ASIC is just used for one thing, okay? Application specific integrated circuit, right? So it's like application specific, it can only do one thing. So since it can do only one thing, you cannot sell it. Okay, so as soon as it becomes unprofitable, okay, there is no chance of selling it. Okay, so for example, if you were to buy an ASIC and order it from the website, wait 3 months to get it, by the time you've got the ASIC, the latest one, mind you, okay, by the time you've got the ASIC, it's already lost its profitability, because it takes 3 months if you order out of their websites, and by the time you have it, it has already lost its profitability. So no good there. Anyway, GPUs, they are graphics cards. Okay, they can be used for gaming. Okay, so they still hold value. So if you think you're going to make money on crypto, the best route to go is graphics cards. Okay, and I'm telling you this with experience. Obviously, I do not mind, obviously, but I know people who've done it. I've done extensive research on this subject. I did mine years and years ago, and got out of it very early. But graphics card is your best bet, okay? And then you can scale it. You see, so if you have one graphics card, you can have two, you can have three, you can have four, you can have 10, and then you can just keep scaling it, and then it'll make you money. But here is the point. Here is how it is not going to make you money. For example, there were good times when you can get graphics card for really cheap, dirt cheap actually, because everybody just used it for gaming and they didn't want to spend too much money on gaming. So graphics card were really cheap and people could buy it easily. Nowadays, with $1,000 a graphics card, what are you talking about? You cannot buy a graphics card nowadays and be profitable about it. If you were to get crazy prices on the internet, right? So if you were to get £1,000 a graphics card nowadays, and you get what, 30 mega hashes out of it, I don't see how you're going to ROI on that. You cannot ROI on that, okay? Because the only way you're going to get return on investments is if you were to get graphics card for cheap. Okay, so if your graphics cards are not cheap, then you're not going to make profit. Okay, so if you are a veteran, if you already have graphics cards and you're already mining, then best of luck to you. Okay, but if you are thinking of getting into it, what, at this moment, okay, so you might as well let it go. Okay, because Ethereum's going to proof of stake, and everything is going to go bonkers at the moment. You don't want to be in the game, brand new, not even paid your graphics cards, and you just don't want to be in this game at the moment. So if you're getting into it, wait for it. Wait for Ethereum to go to 2.0 and see where the market falls, okay, before you decide to come into this game. Okay, however, if you're already in mining, if you're already doing mining, let's say from 1 or 2 years, then I think you should just continue. You probably paid up your graphics cards anyway. If you're there for, like, let's say 2 years, yeah, you've already paid your graphics cards. Okay, so if you've already paid for your graphics cards, you might as well continue. Okay, and even when but if you're buying new, like for example, if you, let's say, had 10 or 15 graphics cards and you were doing mining, and let's say mining became very profitable and everybody jumped on the bandwagon, now let's say you want more graphics card, but you can't buy them, so you can't expand your graphics cards. One thing that has recently happened is the difficulty of Ethereum has skyrocketed. Okay, it has gone really up. Okay, so if you were getting your minimum pay, that's 0.1 Ethereum from HiveOS, for example, and you were getting, let's say, a payment in a week. Okay, now you're getting a payment in 2.5 weeks or something like that, right? So your time has increased. Previously, not a month ago, even though your time had increased, your the amount Ethereum was worth was increased. So it was like even more profitable, right? So even though you kind of get your Ethereum late, but the value is too much, all right? It was a lot, okay? So I just don't want to put out figures there, because in a month or so, this video would not be valid anymore if I was to put some numbers. So a lot would do. So now the price of Ethereum has gone down. The market's kind of crashed, and we are in a bear run, and the difficulty has risen. Obviously, all these people that have bought the graphics cards in the bull run now don't want to get rid of it, and since they're not getting rid of it, everybody's mining, and even though the profitability is really low and the minimum payment payout is really low and really far apart, you're making money. Yes, you are making money, not that much though. Okay, you're not going to become a millionaire mining. Okay, you might become somewhat okay. You might be able to survive on mining, maybe I should say, but you're not gonna make millions and millions of money and make a lot of profit on it. Believe me, you're not. Okay, so you just like living, as to speak. You cannot be you're not going to be a millionaire. You're just like happy that you're mining. Okay, so that's a bit of extra money. So that's that. Okay, so you want to start mining, don't. You are already mining, keep mining. Okay, and give it some more time. Things can go sideways, things can go for better or for worst. Okay, but everybody will find this out after Ethereum goes to proof of stake. Okay, so that is when we'll find out where we are going. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.